Hi, I'm Jez and I work for FWCC EMES, Friends World Committee for Consultation, Europe and Middle East section. We connect and support Quakers across Europe and the Middle East, all 20 or 30,000 of us. Over the coming weeks, myself and others will be drawing on ministry from our meetings and groups to share with you and reflect upon. If it piques your interest, look out for the European Quaker Voices online course that's offered by Woodbrooke in the autumn and facilitated by Natasha and Jasmine. Today, in our first session, I'm thinking about language. I'm wearing a t-shirt from Borgo Bacino. It's a Quaker-owned farm, eco-village and folk school between Bologna and Florence, which can also be booked on Airbnb, and is where Quakers in Italy recently held their annual gathering. I was at the gathering, but I don't speak Italian, and although it was offered, I did not have translation. I used the opportunity to try and experience the sessions and worship in Italian. Is there an authentic Italian expression of the Quaker way, a faith that began in English over 360 years ago? At the gathering, Malcolm Brown from Florence Meeting talked about silence. He shared the quote, "God's first language is silence, everything else is poor translation," which I've seen attributed to Thomas Keating and to Rumi. Living in Geneva, Switzerland, my child growing up bilingual. They speak English and French, but they don't just speak these languages. Like any other bilingual person, their languages affect how they experience and perceive the world. In Switzerland, this is a day-to-day reality for much of the population, as there are 4 different national languages. We live in the French-speaking part of the country. By the time my child is 9, they'll have some of their day-to-day lessons at the local school in German as part of a process by which the teachers seek to give pupils the experience, however briefly, of living in German. Perhaps my child will eventually become trilingual. How this also applies to people's experience of the Quaker way fascinates me. And there are Quakers across Europe who are actively involved in developing and understanding their own authentic expression of the Quaker way. English is not the only way. It reminds me of a line in Fugitive Pieces by Anne Michaels, something like, "Reading a poem in translation is like kissing a woman through a veil." So tell me, do you think that silence is the first language of Quakers? Have you experienced the Quaker way or silence in more than one language? Was it direct or through a veil? Do you think that we're operating in poor translation? Do please share in the comments from your perspective. I look forward to reading them.